plugged in yet, sorry, don't have a recorder hooked up yet.
Very interested.
See what a vacation does for him? Okay, we're good, Lloyd? Almost. Okay, now we're ready. I need a motion to come back in open session.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
At 7:45 p.m.
On the dot.
Trustees Darrenowski.
Aye.
Georgianne Duberstein. Barrett.
Aye.
Hein. Daly.
Aye.
And George Duberstein.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Okay, first item up is a resolution authorizing the release of closed session minutes and the destruction of closed session audio recordings.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Trustees Darrenowski.
Aye.
Georgianne Duberstein. Barrett.
Aye.
Hein. Daly.
Aye.
And George Duberstein.
Aye.
Resolution of motion carried. Resolution R16-6-100.
Okay, second item is a resolution declaring village-owned property located at 83 West Belvedere Road surplus and directing its sale.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Trustees Darrenowski.
Aye.
Georgianne Duberstein. Barrett.
Aye.
Hein. Daly.
Aye.
And George Duberstein.
Aye.
Motion carried. Resolution 16-6-101.
Motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Doesn't matter.
At 7:47.
All right, is that, we need a 2-minute break?
No.
No?
Press on.
Press on, okay, all right. Unless my other agenda is-
Just.
I got it.
Sure.
Okay, Village of Hainesville, Committee of the Whole meeting will now come to order on Tuesday, June 28th, 2016 at 7:48 p.m. Roll call.
Trustee, or Mayor Linda Soto.
Still here.
Trustees Darrenowski.
Here.
Georgianne Duberstein. Here. Barrett.
Aye.
Hein. Here. Daly.
Here.
And George Duberstein.
Aye. Here.
Okay, we are in quorum.
Okay.
Do we have a motion for approval of the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, any motion for the omnibus?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustees Darrenowski.
Aye.
Georgianne Duberstein. Barrett.
Aye.
Hein. Daly.
Aye.
George Duberstein.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Okay. First item up is Public Works, Trustee George Duberstein.
Okay, with regard to the Civil War reenactment, coordinated with the individual who's in charge of the sutlers as opposed to the settlers. And the sutlers are the folks that actually hawk the wares of Civil War vintage to the reenactors as well as the general public. So, and he had a bunch of questions to ask so that he could then convince his people to attend and be a part of our reenactment. And so I answered his questions. He seemed satisfied, so hopefully we'll have a nice turnout of those folks as well. But nevertheless, he will be there regardless.
Are they talking souvenirs?
Yeah.
Will they need a
sales permit?
That was part of the event.
Okay. Just thinking.
Okay. As I previously attended the Civil War event in Naperville a few weeks ago, I will be also attending the one they have at Wakanda on the 8th and 9th of July. And then subsequent to that, I'll probably meet with a few of the people there who will actually be in our event as well. But subsequent to that event, then I'll get all the parties, key parties together again on site so we can kind of definitize what we're going to do, where it's going to be, and so forth, so I can then begin to put a schedule together and then start on our publicity with regard to this event.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, any questions for George? George, you need any help or
No,
explain?
I will need at
Yes, I
various
know,
points
I
in
know.
time.
We're closer, we're
Right
getting
now,
closer,
but-
right? Okay,
And obviously sometime in maybe July, or if you, chief, deem appropriate in early August, we ought to nail down the parking and traffic control and that kind of stuff.
Definitely.
I've also made contact with the Brown Lake Area Fire Protection District.
Okay.
So they're aware of the event, and at some point in time, I'll get back with them again to see what they feel they need to provide on-site, if anything, or response.
okay, terrific. Okay, next up is wetlands, open spaces, and woodlands. Trustee Georgianne Duberstein.
Okay. Last year, we put in trees and shrubs at Deer Point. It's the area that had been called Phragmites, which are those tall weeds with the tassel in the fall. We got rid of them, and so it's along 120 east of the entrance to Deer Point. So we put in trees and shrubs. All the trees made it, well, most of the trees made it, and most of the shrubs made it, but there were some that didn't do so well. So Native Restoration Services is willing to replace all of them at no charge. We've also added more shrubs, as was our plan from the beginning, to do this over. I think we have 1 more year's worth of things to put in there before we seed and mat it, so that it's going to be something nice to look at instead of those horrible weeds, or even little weeds. So we're coming along. And the rest of the things that Native Restoration Services are doing are things that we had outlined in our agreement with them. It was a 5-year plan, and we're in year 2.
Okay. Any questions for Georgianne? Okay, let's move on to community relations. Trustee John Darrenowski.
Well, we did our purchase of the tablets, one for myself and one for Public Works Superintendent Mike, and we actually came in under budget.
Yay.
So we're very excited about that. I actually just got mine yesterday, right before the afternoon started. So still playing around with it. I got a Microsoft Surface 3 because the Surface 4 would have exceeded our budget by about $50, and I didn't want to exceed budget. Just in case.
well I've inculcated this?
But it's actually been very useful already. Just while Georgianne was talking about the ride share, I was able to pull up the website so I can later post that on our Facebook page. The documentation for Lake County West, which will be a direct link on our Facebook page so that anybody who follows us will be able to go directly to that document, which will show them all the contact numbers that we were talking about, and
Awesome.
so that it'll be very easy for people to navigate to. Our Facebook page has been a little bit calm right now, just because we haven't really had a whole lot going on in the village, so, but we still have our usual 8 to 10 YouTube watchers, and so I'm pretty happy with everything. We're meeting with Noah from CSI on Thursday now to install Office on both tablets, and then we should be good to go, and we will have the software that we're loading onto his tablet specifically will be very useful for the wells and the water system. It'll allow him to do updates right on site without having to do anything, coming back to Public Works and doing it. So, very excited.
Okay. All right, next up is Finance and Human Resources, Trustee Jerry David.
Despite all the lacking from the state, I'd like to remind the board, because of decisions this board has made and previous boards made, we still have money in the bank. We have enough money to make it through this fiscal year without putting any of us really in a crunch. Don't necessarily want to spend our savings, but if we needed to make commitments, we have it.
Well done.
And Kelly's not frowning at me too much.
I have cash now.
That's it.
Okay. Here. Public Safety, Trustee Dina.
I missed our public safety meeting this month, so when we have one in a couple of weeks, I'm sure I'll have more information for our next meeting.
Okay. All right, under administration, two things. One, just continuing our efforts, our project at the full board level on economic development. Al Maiden, our planner, put a potential timeline and commitment together and forwarded that to our village engineer, Steve Zager, our attorney, Jim Rock. And so I will be getting on the phone with them or pin down on, by email. We're going to put together a proposal of directions that we can go and what the investment would be in time or cost to take the next several steps. So I will have something for the board in the near future, so I'll be forwarding you some information on that. And then we would certainly then, I expect, be discussing and making any decisions that need to be made on expenditures at the next July meeting on that effort. And then Kevin and I got to talk briefly. We're going to schedule a time to get together. Again, I thank Kevin for agreeing to step up on the parade efforts, and we'll be talking about some other projects he'll be working on regarding local ordinances and code enforcement, working with the building department. He had gone out with Bob Springer some months ago, and so we're going to continue some of those efforts. Other than that, that's all I have.
Motion to adjourn.
So,
Yes, we have public comment.
Motion to listen to public comments.
Any public comments at this time?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned at 7:50.